Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at the ground stroke pyramid this week. It's just these basic 4 components to help you guys really have the foundation to play incredible from the baseline. So the first 3 videos we've seen this week have covered consistency, which I believe is the most important, followed by depth and then placement. All right, so let's have a look again. Consistency is the idea that I got to take care of business on my side of the court with regard to producing consistent strokes and having solid balance when I hit the ball. My idea for target when I'm focused on consistency on my end is pretty conservative. All right, then we look at depth, and depth to me is adding height to the ball, trying to clear a spot about double the height of the net. Pretty self-explanatory about why depth is important. It keeps me from missing in the net. And the deeper that ball goes, the tougher it should be generally for my opponent to handle the ball. And then we looked at placement, and placement is really starting to bring the outside of the court into play. Again, you see those targets. Placement is not about needing to hit sidelines. It's about working the ball where my opponent has to move, but not aiming so small that I'm close to missing these shots. So here's the idea of placement, starting to work the ball more to the outside of the court. We're building up this pyramid. We're not trying to take a look at one idea and forget the others. So as I try to go more for placement, I'm still trying to feel the consistency of my stroke, and generally I'm still trying to feel the height over the net to also give me depth. All right, so then what's left for us to handle, and it's the idea of power. And I think that power is a great thing. You look at guys like Mark Philippoussis, Andre Agassi, those were examples of people that learned power first and learned the other 3 elements of great baseline play afterwards. But again, those are world-class talents, so I think generally we don't want to tackle the idea of power until we really feel solid about consistency, depth, and placement. So with power, I'm just thinking racket speed. You know, still going to work the ball with some placement, but I'm just thinking if I can maintain decent balance, consistency of stroke, and start to produce more speed in my swing, that should result in a faster ball. So let's have a look. All right, so a little more pace there. Adding speed is always going to add power. Now, a little bit of a caveat. I think if you guys pay really close attention to that ball, you notice that the height of my shot drops a little bit compared to when I'm really focused on depth. Because while I said that height is really the producer of depth, power can also produce depth. The faster it goes through the air, the farther it should also go. So I generally am thinking to aim maybe 1.5 to 2 feet high over the net when I'm trying to introduce more power. And then if I'm hitting kind of just that standard ground stroke, that's when I'm more double the height of the net. 3-4 feet high is going to give me that consistent flight to keep the ball out of the net. So if you're starting to lower the height of the ball a little bit when you hit for power, totally fine, okay? But again, you can see I didn't lose my consistency of shot, dropped the height a little bit, still focused on placement, and at that point when I'm successful with all 3, the power by all means should be introduced into the ground stroke game, because again, the ceiling for our level of play from the baseline is going to be at its peak when we're meeting all 4 of those parts of this pyramid at high levels, obviously. Okay, so don't just focus on one. Try to build from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and incorporate all of them into your baseline play. I think you guys will love the results. All right, so that's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You're going to find the link to 3 free courses that Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well, and we'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.